with a name for Team 1. Wraith, what do you think? I've come up with a name last couple times.
George Foreman.
We've done it before. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Team George Foreman is coming back to make a statement. I don't know if they won last game or not, but they're making it a comeback this time around. So, ladies and gentlemen.
How many times have we used Varus 420 no scope?
One time. There was one time. You can look through my YouTube history. There was one time. But for all the new people,
I personally cast 3 games with Varus 420 no scope in the title.
welcome to XLNC Shoutcasting. I'm Jake Kelton, my duocaster Wraith. We have Team George Foreman making a reappearance versus Team Poggers playing in game number 2 of 3 tonight. And it is going to be a crazy, crazy game because we have a ton of plats in this one around. So we should have some serious high-level plays. Don't forget, if you are in the Twitch page, you can scroll down, find the link to our Discord. If you jump onto that Discord, that gives you the opportunity to actually chat with your team, hang out with them, and make some much more complicated plays than you might otherwise normally make in solo queue. We actually saw that last game as Red Team Shadow Hunters were able to use some heavy late game coordination and good team play to net themselves the win. So it definitely comes in handy. As we run through these bans, Yasuo, Darius, and Vayne banned out away by Team George Foreman, as well as the all the Void champions. They just hate Void. Rek'Sai, Kaisa, and her dad, Kassadin, all banned away by Team Poggers.
I think just all Void champions are broken. Pretty much all of them have been broken at one point or another. Kha'Zix is pretty much always good. Kassadin can absolutely steamroll a game. Malzahar forces you to pay a 1,300 gold tax or int in the game. Kaisa is a face roll champion right now. Kog'Maw is questionable, but he had his moments where it's just like, well, I'm just going to play Kog'Maw now and win the game. During Rage Blade meta, especially.
I know that technically Skarner is not Void. However, he's purple, and most Void champions are purple. So he counts as Void. Gosh darn it. I'm taking it that. And that's what I like. Poggers picking up LeBlanc as well as TSM Doublelift. Holy moly, we got Doublelift in the game, ladies and gentlemen. Not really, but I'm going to pretend like it is. Anyway, picking up the Draven. Is it the League of Draven? It may just be extra bonus points to not only the TSM Doublelift name, playing Draven. If he has the Shoutcaster Draven skin, I swear this will be the best game I've ever casted.
Yeah, I want to buy that Shoutcaster Draven skin just because I don't play Draven anymore, but it's awesome. So yeah. Anyway, let's see. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see it. It looks like I Like Pogs is going to be picking up the LeBlanc, the one that we were talking about just the last game. Old-fashioned LeBlanc, old one-shot you without you actually knowing it happened. LeBlanc. That LeBlanc is back in the game, boys and girls, and we're all looking forward to it. And Season 4 one-shot Ari is there, so it's going to be just throw Deathfire Grasp back in the mix, and you've got Season 2 all over again. This is great.
Hold on. We have Prince. Prince is alive, and he's in this game playing as Ari.
Against Doublelift.
This is the League of Celebrities. Doublelift versus Prince. I mean,
we've got Jake Kelton casting the game, guys.
No, I'm not a celebrity. Not yet. Maybe one day. But Ari picked up super, super strong. Seen her play it a bunch of times before. The band of purples and blues continues to come out from the red team as they will take away the Kha'Zix and Janna. Poggers saying no to all of them. The Pantheon and Yi banned away by George Foreman, not wanting those AD scaling monstrosities of Snowball to play in the game. Don't have a Nunu, so no real snowballs. But the only other champion left alive, not quite, but almost, Cho'Gath, picked up by no free names.
Oh, no free names back on. That's awesome. Cag Fancy is going to be most likely going to be taking something top lane. I'm guessing the Poppy, and as it is not banned away from him, Cag Fancy
Poppy is being played by Death's Design. Counterpicked. Oh, what a beautiful play. As Kag Fancy goes for the Aatrox. I might have just misclicked and picked the first champion because no one picks Aatrox. It just kind of randomed him the first champion on the list. Just kidding. He has actually played Aatrox, I think, once before to decent effect. Not incredible, but decent. And Vi, Jinky Toast, picking that one up. Very, very strong in the jungle. Love that Assault and Battery when used effectively. Go ahead with what you're going to say, and then let's roll through champions and their players.
Aatrox is actually a pretty powerful champion so long as he's in a 1v1 lane and has nothing to ever do with team fighting ever at all because he's garbage in team fights. All right, so we can run through champions and their players really quick. Jake, if you are up to the task.
Oh, up to the task. Let's see how fast I can do it and still make sense. Maybe with a little bit of a beat in the background, except I don't rap, but I totally could. Is that a new champ? IKY? I don't think so. Oh, Aatrox, is that champ? Yes, that's a new champ. Never seen before. His first time showing up here on XLNC Shoutcasting. But for Team George Foreman, ladies and gentlemen, we got Rakan playing the Lux in the bottom lane support, you know it. Super Derp Gaming taking Jinx ADC. She's gonna shoot your face and make you see pain. We got Prince in the mid lane, back alive. Got all of the movement speed. Ari gonna crush your face. No free names with a Cho'Gath in the jungle, eating up your monsters and taking you down so low. Kag Fancy Aatrox, top lane, never see him. He comes out the bush, crush your lane, giant sword, slay him. And that's all I need to say. Take it over, Wraith. It's now up for Team Poggers. Go ahead and say it.
All right, Team Poggers got I Like Pogs in the mid lane taking LB. One shot your face from under a tree. We've got TSM Doublelift throwing the axes. We got Draven in the bot lane with the heal and flash. We got Endurus Senpai taking Leona. Got Sunlight, bring your sunglasses to the donut.
Keep going, you're so close. Two more left.
We got Death's Design on Poppy in the top lane, taking Ignite, going for that kill lane. We've got Jinky Toast on the Vi in the jungle, Vi taking in the jungle, and the blue buff. GG. Okay, sorry.
Wow, we have never done that before, but that actually worked out
Scripted.
way
All
better
scripted.
than I thought that it was going to work out. That might be the best read-through of players and champions we have ever had. Par none. Par none. Wraith, I really need to give you a hug next time I see you because that was just fantastic. Okay, let's talk about this game a little bit because you love Lux support in the bottom lane for Team George Foreman. And coming out with the super front line of the Cho'Gath and semi-tank Aatrox. Do you think they have what it takes to take out the triple tank line of Team Poggers, Vi, Poppy, Leona against the AD and AP? Because we saw that last game and it wasn't enough. Is it still not going to be enough this game?
Draven Leona beats Jinx Lux in about every way possible. Lux is a terrible support in general and every other way. Lux is an absolutely awful support. We've got Leona, who's a pretty decent support, and Draven, who synergizes really well with her, and Jinx is not an early game champion and does not like getting engaged on by Draven and Leona. So either Jinx is going to be down 40 CS at 10 minutes, or Draven's going to be up 5 kills at 10 minutes, or Draven's just going to int, like Draven often does.
I mean, hold on. It's Doublelift now, and Doublelift never ints. So
you haven't watched his stream.
That was the joke. It's okay. It's
still
fine.
has
We'll
flash.
But with 12 seconds remaining, if you had to pick a team to win it all, who would you pick? 7, 6, 5,
I'm gonna give it to Team
4,
Poggers.
3. Team Poggers. All right. That means
They have such good tank line late game for George Foreman.
well, the one thing that I really love about their line, even though she's not very often played, is that Vi. It's basically guaranteed CC, guaranteed, who are you killing? You were opening a package of crackers. Okay. I couldn't tell whether it was literally murdering of the mic or I don't even know. Anyway, Vi for the guaranteed engage. Doesn't matter how many times you flash with the Ari ultimate. Doesn't matter how fast you run with the get excited from Jinx. Vi is still going to chase you down. And that is really, really, really important. I think that if you can use that in combination with Leona, just those two alone would have enough CC to win a team fight, as long as Draven and LeBlanc can continue to stack damage. The one concern with their team is that if you get that assassination from either the Ahri or a Lux ultimate or caught out by a Cho'Gath forever and ever CC, I'm going to slow you with my E, I'm going to knock you up with my Q, I'm going to slow you with my E, I'm going to feast you. I mean, Cho'Gath doesn't even care. As long as you can avoid all of that, Draven and LeBlanc should be able to output decent damage with the tank line that they have in front of them, and they should be able to win the game. I agree. We'll see if that happens as we do get into game number 2. For those new people who are on and still hanging out and didn't leave because of our terrible rapping, this is something we do every Tuesday, and we shoutcast 2 custom games that have any player can play in. We try to match the teams up so they're fairly even or as close to even as possible. And our third game of the night, we usually do a very unique game, something you've probably never seen before, either a combination of item changes, spell changes, or something in between. And it's just a very unique game. You don't have to play in game number 3, but a lot of people like to see what kind of new way the game has to be played with our rules, as it is a all support, or not all support, but I mean all volunteer. It's an honorable way to play game number 3. But getting into game number 2, Team George Foreman versus Team Poggers. Let's go.
Yeah. So really looking at this a second time, I had to do a snap judgment. It is snowball versus sustained team fight. If late game happens on even terms, George Foreman should take it away because they've got Jinx and they've got Ahri, who deal a little bit more consistent damage late game. Hold on, we've got an invade coming through.
And Lord Reeves isn't on the team. Oh, Prince may be going down here, but the immediate flash.
Instant flash.
Cool. Prince is not ready to die just yet.
Again.
He just got back. He's not ready to die again. And the instant flash, I'm sure he could have enjoyed that in real life as well. Keeps him alive for now, but that means there is an opportunity for Jinky Toast to abuse that after jungling to level 2 or 3. However, most Vi's really hard want to hit level 6 to get that assault and battery, and so it may not be as critical as it otherwise might look.
Yeah, even so, that's a pretty heavy cooldown. That's going to be 4 minutes or 5 minutes total, where he's going to be without that escape summoner spell, and before level 6 he's not going to have access to any kind of escape ability, since they removed the movement speed from his Q. So that's going to be problematic for him, and Vi definitely does have the ability to gank early. Now if you'll hold on a second, I actually have to send an important email really quick.
Oh, important email. Well, we're just going to hear you typity type for just a moment, as it looks like in the all lanes. We're just going to get to general farming. One of the things that I'm really interested in is how Poppy does against the Cag Fancy, who is one of the highest ranking players on blue team in the top lane with that Aatrox. So feeling confident picking up that champion against that Poppy, who is very tanky up there in the mid lane. Some nice trades, keeps even bout health. Cag Fancy knows that Death is going to be able to get a little bit extra damage. Tries to get in for an auto attack, doesn't find it. Does pull Death's Design into getting auto-attacked by some minions. However, avoids the wall slam. Nicely done. As Super Derp Gaming in the bottom lane, engaged by Leona, stunned underneath the turret. However, the turret's shooting away onto TSM Doublelift. Lux not able to get enough damage down. The snare was already used. And so Doublelift comes out with first blood in the bottom lane on that Draven, which is huge. Nice knockup from Cag Fancy in the top lane, but he might be spelling his own doom in the meantime. It is Draven, very low health, forced to use the heal. Rakan is not able to get the kill, but he is so low health. Over in the mid lane, Prince taking some good damage down. Poggers trying to finish him off. The barrier has been used. Ignite taking away, and that's going to be the Prince falling in the mid lane. I like Pogs picking that one up, and now sees another potential kill on no free names as he was forced to flash. Vi finding him out with the red buff. That slow just being too much for the Cho'Gath to handle, and so he had to flash towards the mid lane now. So things are not looking good for George Foreman so far early. Perhaps they need to cook up some new ways to get back into the game.
Ha, 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 Anyway.
Cag Fancy trying to keep up in farm. He did use that teleport to the top lane, still staying even on farm, which is very good for him. His Death Design going to get the stun, as well as some serious damage. This early game damage from Poppy is just so massive. Now, Cag Fancy's passive has been set up, however, not used, as he didn't quite take enough damage. So now all of that blood is going to settle back down, and he's going to be forced to recall. Vi around the corner decides not to engage. Instead, Aatrox is just going to have to recall safely and slow walk himself back to lane, potentially losing a lot of farm. Vi coming towards the mid lane, has the red buff, looking for the engage. Wraith, let me know when you have finished sending that email so I know that you're back into the game. Otherwise, I don't mind continuing to solo cast. As Cag Fancy pushes the Death Design outside of the turret range. He has not backed yet because he doesn't want to lose this massive wave, just trying to use the Q to farm up those very low health minions towards the back line. He's able to pick up 2 of them. In the bottom lane, Lux, level 3, not going to be able to help too much. Does get a nice snare for the moment onto the Draven, slowing him down as well. Cho'Gath comes in, looking for the engage. Vorpal Spike's not going to land. The slow has been done, though, with the Scream as well. The Feral Scream. Draven flashes forward to pick up a second kill. Is this the opportunity for Doublelift to pick up a triple kill? He's able to get 1. He's able to get 2. That's going to be a kill, but it's stolen away by Jinky Toast, who KS's it. Kill steal completed as Death Design in the top lane finally takes out Cag Fancy, who went too aggressive, seeing an opportunity for a kill, but that is going to be to his own demise, and now it is 5 kills to 0 over for red side as Pogs flashes back into the mid lane. Prince, very low health, down to 300, very low mana as well, needs to play safe, has backed once, only picked up boots and potions, and already drank through all those potions. So this is not looking good for blue team members as Leona doesn't care, goes in deep. Rakan gonna go down, uses the barrier, stays alive, doubles underneath the turret. That's gonna be shut down. No! Execution! What a play by red team. Draven doesn't even fall completely as the kill goes over to no one. The tower, the minions, the map. The Summoner's Rift gets credit for that one, but the gold falls to the wayside. And Draven down 3-1. Now Pogs just walks away from engagement by Cho'Gath. And welcome back, Wraith. Welcome back.
Yeah, I am back right now from sending important emails overseas. I like Pogs showing off that amazing interactive LeBlanc gameplay right there. You throw Q, you press W onto them, and they deal, you know, a third of their HP. And then the QR look at that! Look at that interactive gameplay. I can't believe Riot didn't bring this back sooner. I love it. I love seeing that. Anyway, Cag Fancy taking the bad side of a trade, but it looks like Death's Design has elected to go into all of these minions. Hold on, Cag Fancy has his passive back up, but is being ganked by Jinky Toast, and it looks like he is going to die. Is he?
Oh, the last buckler shot from the Poppy to the back. Death's Design cleans that one up. Draven is so much damage at this point. BF Sword already completed as Jinx is sitting on nothing but a Dorn's Blade. Doesn't even care. 45, 47, 48 farm to 13. He's going to go so aggressive in this bottom lane. Most likely pick up a BF Sword plus Vampiric Scepter.
Bloodthirster.
Bloodthirster. Thank you very much for filling where my brain has completely silenced itself. Leona goes in for an engage. I need to find myself some of these Leona moves because this Leona, Andrew Senpai, is playing an immaculate job so far. 0-0-4. Finds the angles, finds the engages, continues to tank up the turret, now gonna stun Lux, set up Draven for an unstoppable kill. It is completely unstoppable as he's now going to one more axe, finish off the Cho'Gath, and the Senpai continues to win as even with the ultimate gives the kill over to Draven. And now Prince in the mid lane in trouble. Pogs looking for the engage, doesn't find the last of the ethereal chain. Instead, it is going to be Aura getting out of that one alive for the moment, but very low health, does have barrier. However, 40 farm to 51 farm, and the Magi Soul Seal already stacking is not looking good for Prince.
So, if I like Pogs gets any more kills, this is going to spiral out of control very quickly. I I think it's safe to say that it's already spiraled out of control in the bot lane, and here are 2 more kills, boys.
Yeah, pretty easy. Super Derp Gaming pushed way off to the side. TSM Doublelift doesn't even care, looking for another engage onto Rakan, and that's going to be a quick, easy kill. Leona tanking away, and that is the bot lane from George Foreman. Completely decimated, legs cut out from underneath him. The grill has spilled all over. In the top lane, Poppy destroys Aatrox as well, 3-0. Doesn't even need a full item or boots to do so, as Prince going to be taken down once again in the mid lane. Ignite ticking away may not be enough. Pogs actually took some pretty good damage, so going to try to play a little on the safer side. Prince is so low, though. Oh, and hey, 1-for-1 trade in the mid lane. The last tower shot, actually, is the one that finishes off the LeBlanc. But it is so completely in favor of Team Poggers. This is probably going to be one of the shortest games we've casted.
Yeah, Cag Fancy going to look like he's going to be taken down again, at least forced back.
And one more tower
will he
shot.
get the trade? Yeah.
He does. Nicely done. Gets the trade kill. So, quick kill. So, hey, 2 kills over for George Foreman. They're not out of it yet, ladies and gentlemen. They may have been tower trade kills, but with the fancy play, Cho'Gath, no free names, gets the nice knock up onto Jinky Toast. The trade, though, isn't going to be enough as Jinky Toast forces the flash. So Cho'Gath will live, but very low health. And it looks like Vi is going to take control over the bottom side of the map. Super Derp Gaming in trouble as he engaged from Leona. Once again, going to stun. Clean it up. Draven, no! Skipped the BF, or the Bloodthirster, and went straight for an Infinity Edge Zeal. This man is so unstoppable right now, as his damage is just insane.
Yeah. If Rakan stays under this tower, Buzz is going to die again. It's just... is gonna happen at this point. Prince.
Oh, can Ari seal it away? He does! Beautiful play from Prince. Steals away the Mountain Drake. It is nothing but a consolation prize for the team so far down at this point. But that does help. Every little scrap of CS they can sneak away will be helpful. 4 members moving towards the bot side. LeBlanc here as well. Lux is out of mana. Lux is out of health. Lux uses the stopwatch to stay alive for the moment and continues to live. The charm lands onto LeBlanc. Draven doesn't care. Picks up 2. He's going for a quadra. Moves on to Ari. 2 more axes. Take that back. It's 1 as Leona steals it away. Scumbag support. And now Draven triple kills. Takes out everyone. Send all 5 versus Draven. Doesn't matter. He and his support are going to wreck the game.
Yeah, so... not much to say about that one other than Draven is really, really, really fed.
And this may actually be Doublelift, who is absolutely smurfing his mind out right now. The only reason I don't think this is Doublelift, because if he was playing this game, not only would he have all 21 kills, but if he was streaming it, several 100,000 viewers would be live on my stream right now, which would be not only insane, I might pass out from freaking out, but it is not going to be this case as Doublelift flashes forward, nets himself another kill. No free names, trying to do what he can, but so low health. Leona steals it away, and that's going to be Draven now with no mana to continuing to progress forward and push onto the inhibitor turret under the 12-minute mark. In the top lane, Rift Herald already gone down, given over to Vi. She's going to move in, get the slowdown onto Aatrox, jumps himself to safety, assault and battery. That's not going to be safety for you, Aatrox. Takes him out, dropping the Rift Herald. Now they should push the top lane, but it looks like Vi's going to hold on to it for a minute longer.
It looks like this bot lane turret is probably going to go down pretty soon. Now, of course, Draven does not have any mana, so this is a problem. I like Pogs taking an even trade with the Ahri in the mid lane. Good reaction time by Prince to get the charm and the Q down.
Yeah, not much. The barrier forced out from Prince after the Ignite. It's a good counter to the Ignite, but not going to be enough to keep him alive as he is already down 1 and 4. Sorry, 1 and 4. As Pogs takes pretty good damage once again in mid lane. Cho'Gath chases in. Lux tries to snipe, but it forces it back for the knockup from no free names. However, LeBlanc, a totally fair and unbroken champion, hops to safety as the Rift Herald now is going to be spawned in the river, making his way towards the mid lane. They don't have a setup for the siege, which could allow George Foreman to slow this down, at the very least stop it. And they're going to get some pretty good damage onto Rift before he's even able to get to the turret. So kind of a waste.
Yeah, really a waste. I'm very surprised considering Vi had his... she's probably trying to ward, let's be honest. Wow. I'm so sad for Jinx. We've got Righteous Glory on the support now for the longest possible range engages. But Cag Fancy going all in on Jinky Toast, and looks like he's going to get the kill. But Death's Design is here, and looks like he's going to take down the Aatrox twice in a row. No free names, not able to even scratch Death's Design. He just has to walk away after seeing his top laner get annihilated.
Oh, maybe the kill. The good positioning from Prince. Immediate charm with the reaction of the LeBlanc. However, the Rakan trying to use the ultimate of that Lux to slow down the minion wave, but doesn't have nearly enough damage. Stopwatch already broken, and that's just going to be the engage. Ooh, Flash keeps Lux alive for the moment, but Inhibitor is going to fall. TSM Doublelift just crushing through. Triple axes. Was it 2? It might have been 3. Either or, doesn't matter. It's an easy, quick kill, as well as the Inhibitor. And now, the Draven is ready. He has prepped. He is here for the kill. Can Aatrox be the one to finish him off first? Just kidding. The legendary Doublelift takes him out with ease. Walking onto the fountain. Gives credit over to Aatrox. So he gives a free kill. Says, all right, you've got one shot. The chance to make it or break it, and definitely eat your mom's spaghetti as Death's Design takes out the top lane, second tier turret, and this entire game has completely fallen to the wayside of red team.
Yeah, that's what happens when Draven gets snowballed. Jinky Toast under tower.
Prince with some fancy moves forces Jinky Toast to be in trouble. Nice play there with the spikes from No Free Names. It's called Rupture, not Void Spikes. I've been saying it wrong this whole game, but I knew that I was saying it wrong. Tried to figure it out. It is Rupture from the Cho'Gath. Stops the Vibe from escaping the turret's range. In the meantime, Flash immediately into dash from the Poppy. Kill on her mind. Ult, knock up, one more auto attack, and Death Design picks up his own kill. Snared up by the Lux, who takes no damage. This Poppy is on a rampage. Call me Poopy no more, because I'm going to put you in the toilet and flush you so fast you can't even get back to your base. Snared up for the moment. Still super tanky. The LeBlanc here trying to do some damage. Hops back over the wall. Prince not in the right angle to find the damage. That Design gets the shield for the moment. Lux all just going to tickle red team as Prince now under 200 health. Has to play extremely safe. And Draven here for the kill. 1x, 2x, double kill for him. He can sleep his way through the rest of the game and still win it.
Yeah, he's really ahead. All he needs to do is walk and find some minions. Oh, but that could have had Jinx held on to that for just a second longer, she would have gotten vision and possibly could have killed the Draven with that ultimate. But as it stands, no such thing happens, and Draven maintains his pretty obscene score.
He has the highest CS across the board, and probably over double basically everyone on the enemy team except for Aatrox CS. But he doesn't even need CS because he farms champions, picking up the Cho'Gath charm onto Leona and Dura Senpai, shopping them for the moment on the engage. Draven finds snared up under double turrets. This could be him going down, flashes forward, but he's still taking turret damage. One more turret shot might be enough. The Lux ult's not going to finish him off, and Doublelift continues to live as R gets credit for the kill of the LeBlanc, who's underneath the turret. Double axes takes out the Lux, and Doublelift waits for his next meal as the flash forward from Cag Fancy before hopping right back to his own fountain for safety, as that's the only place to stay alive against Draven, and maybe even then it's not enough. No free names, walks off the turret to his own grave just to respawn. Doublelift is really just kind of playing and seeing how much damage he can do.
Yeah, just padding damage dealt stats right now, and probably could allow the wow, okay, Prince almost dragging him onto the fountain, but Doublelift gets vengeance for that, and Rakan is going to go down second. Is it possibly a pentakill coming through? But no, everybody's just going to set on fountain. I'm anticipating once they get all of the inhibitors down, just everyone really.
Wow, that is a combination of BM and so much salt. I can't even. As Jinx is going to be wiped from the map, just crushed out. 39 kills to 6. If they had finished the game, it would have easily been the fastest game we've ever casted In the meantime, they did not finish the game off. However, it still may be the quickest number of kills for one team we have ever cast. Says 40 kills under 18 minutes. And that's going to be Team Poggers taking victory.
Wow, that was a quick. I think that was the quickest actual win we've had. We've had surrenders before, but I don't think we've had any sub 20-minute games, at least not in a very long time.
Not in a very long time. This is going to be one of them, though, as we do jump into stats. Giving MVPs and honorable mentions is going to be a little difficult after this, but we still do it after every game, even for the losing team. Don't you guys worry. Even the losing team gets MVPs and honorable mentions. We wait for the stats sheets to come up. But holy moly, perhaps we should not let that duo bot lane of Draven and Leona, Doublelift and Senpai play together, because my goodness, that was devastating.
Yeah, so I'm going to give MVP an honorable mention for the losing team. MVP to Prince, because he managed to navigate the mechanics in his lane. And as you see, I like Pogs came out at the end of the game with, I think, 2 stacks on his Majayas. So despite the incredibly aggressive purchase from the LeBlanc, managing not to get snowballed on, despite giving up an early kill. Very good. Managing to land the charm in mid-dash on LeBlanc and trade evenly on a champion that's fairly difficult to do it against. So good mechanics gets him the MVP. I think I want to give honorable mention to No Free Names for his positioning. If he were on a different champion, I think he would have had some serious impact. But he was playing Cho'Gath. Like, he was in the right place at the right time multiple occasions. However, he was playing Cho'Gath, and he kind of just ended up throwing down a Rupture and walking away because there wasn't a lot he could do for the fight at that point. So I'll give him that for being in the right place in the right time, just as the wrong champion. So MVP and honorable mention. Jeez, I wonder who I'm giving these to. Obviously has to go to the bot lane. MVP Draven, honorable mention Senpai. Shout out to Death's Design playing a clean Poppy in the top lane. I don't know who's supposed to win in that matchup. I imagine Aatrox is supposed to win it at some point, I think. I don't know top lane well enough to say that. But very well played by Poppy on a couple of occasions. One, she flashed the wall and then dashed and killed the ADC. You was not expecting that. Also managing to use her dash onto a minion to get in range for the buckler to secure a kill on the Aatrox was pretty well done as well. So that gives her a shout out as well. Yeah, so those are your MVPs, honorable mentions, and
Always called out for giving MVP to the ADC. You'll never live it down, right? You'll never, ever live it down. You'll be at Dragon Con and somebody will still rant at you for giving MVP to